Well, why? Oh, they took everything. There's nothing left in there. How do you know? Well, actually, we watched it. They pulled a van up to the door and they took it all out. It was incredible to watch. It really was. It was thorough. They couldn't get into the attic. I lent them a ladder. I'll not see that again. Or are you supposed to get involved, just to pitch in, like whatever? And I've asked this question, like in every gig I've asked, I'll ask it again. Has anyone here ever interrupted a crime? You did. Hang on, fucking Mr. fucking I hate the Irish man at the start here. What was the crime, my friend?
A jeweler's 2 doors from me. The fella stole a ring.
There's a guy 2 doors down for you who stole a ring.
Yes, and I chased him up the street.
You chased him up the street? Whoa, let's rewind here for a second, right? I don't know, you can put the hand down, by the way. It's not a classroom situation, right? It's good to have you here, but you can look. No, hang on, now we're both doing it. Now you started me doing it. Yeah, let's just, right, for a second, right down. No, fucking stop. Right, fuck, down. Right, both of us. Now, there's a guy 2 doors up from you, stole a ring. I presume he doesn't live 2 doors up. He went into the house 2 doors up from you.
There's a jeweller's 2 doors up from you.
There's a jeweller's 2 doors up from you. Well, he would naturally have rings. That'd be a bit hard if you went, what the fuck are you doing with all the rings? I'm a jeweller. Okay, there was a fella that wasn't a jeweller, right? Went into the jeweller's.
He took a ring that wasn't his.
That wasn't his. Now you're right, that actually is almost a dictionary definition of ring theft. It couldn't be better expressed that. A man went into a jeweller's who wasn't himself a jeweller, therefore had no right to take that, wasn't buying it as a gift, hadn't exchanged money for it, took a ring that wasn't his, right? Now, where were you during this? Were you in the jeweller's?
No, I was in my shop.
You were in your shop, right? And what kind of shop is your shop? It's a laughing shop. You sell waves. Is that what you do, Scott? You're not going to tell me what your shop is, eh?
Actually, I fix shoes as well.
You fix shoes as well?
For me.
Really? Sorry. Oh, you're like a little posse. Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Nothing to do with it.
So you see the guy nicking you hear the commotion of somebody stealing a ring?
That's right. My friend who owns the jewellers, he like that.
What, did he want to call forth the animals of the world? And off on the African plains, elephants go, and then they took his head off. Tarzan the jeweller has been robbed. We shall go there. So the cobbler ran after the thief,
Yes.
going, my shoes are better than his. His shoes will give out at some stage, but the excellent leather uppers of mine will keep me running for many hours. How long, by the way, did you keep running for?
Well, it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long? Okay. Yeah, hey, is that from here to here, like, or is it like...
Not as far as that.
Not even as far as that? Hang on, were you there for this?
Yeah.
What, and what the fuck didn't you run after him? You're younger than he is, for fuck's sake.
I ran after him.
You ran after him? That makes no fucking sense. What, with a spare pair of shoes? Here, try these are faster. Thank you. So now there's a jewellery thief being followed by 2 cobblers. You should have brought the guy out with the fucking hammer. That would have scared the shit out of the jewellery thief. Just advancing like Pac-Man down the road. Did you catch him?
Yes.
You did? What did you do to him? Don't laugh at that bit. That sounds fucking sinister when you go, what did we do to him?
No, I actually brought him back to the jewellers.
You brought him back to the jeweller's?
Yeah.
Did you make him give back the ring?
No, he ran away again.
He ran away again? You weren't going to tell me that bit of the story, were you? You were going to keep that quiet. The guy ran away. Got away.
We got him again. We caught him again.
You ran after him again? What, like a cat with a mouse? Were you just kind of, okay, we'll give you a head start, now we're after you again. What's up fucking running after me? Here you can go again, now we've got you again. How often did you run and catch him and run?
Only twice.
Only twice. And then did he get done for it?
Yeah.
He did, yeah. Well done. The cobblers, they do it. The cobblers! Protecting the city against crime. There's a crime-fighting outfit. With these magical shoes, we can chase anyone down any number of times. I ask that question, every night I ask that question, because there's always brilliant stories. Everyone has like the stories in every audience, right? In Ireland, though, there's a tendency in Ireland to be a tiny bit more whimsical, right? There was a woman once in a theatre in Dublin who said, somebody was stealing my tomatoes. And I said, well, how did you know? And she said, the alarm went off. And you go, fuck, you take those tomatoes seriously, don't you? Just like a matrix of lasers that you have to get, like Ocean's 11. You have to go and somersault your way through. Can't do it, they're too tight. Anyway, sorry. And then I came to England thinking, okay, will this bit work as well as it does? And obviously it does. Everyone has great stories about this. But I was, slightly nervous that, because the Irish will yab, 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 right? We're grand at the talking, right? So the first gig I did was in Coventry, right? In the Warwick Arts Centre. And I said, has anyone here interrupted a crime? And the guy goes, I have. And I said, okay, here we go. What was it? And he said he walked into his house, opened his drive, and there was a man stealing his wife's car. Right? And I said, wow, well, what did you do? He said, I roared and shouted. So the car thief, climbs into the car. So now the thief is in the car with the car door locked and the guy is outside. And I said, that's quite the standoff. How did it resolve itself? And your man goes, I punched in the window, pulled your man out of the car, dragged him into the house and tied him to a chair. Now I'm looking at your man going, oi, fucker, let's keep it light. It's a comedy show, right? Did anything amusing happen about this? And your man goes, oh, yes. I asked my wife to fetch me a meat cleaver. And she brought me a carving knife. And he said it in full-on, oh, the little featherhead kind of a way, right? And if he then spent 10 minutes cutting at your man's ear, looking at his wife going, am I cleaving? Does this look like cleaving to you? No. No, I am carving the ear off. And I said, well, how? And the way it resolved itself, by the way, is that this hideous situation was that the guy who was robbing the car wasn't on his own. He had a mate with him, and his accomplice ran to the police, going, hello, I'm a car thief, but my mate is being tortured in that house over there. And the police knocked on the door and said, is there a car thief here? And your man opened the door and said, hello? Oh, hello. Yes. It's only a carving knife. I don't know if I do that for my community. I don't know if I do that for the people. I don't know them well enough that much at this stage to risk everything. I kind of also, even though I've been here 6-7 years at this stage, kind of also feel that I don't fully feel like I'm, at home here in some ways. And I apologise if this seems in any way distant. I do at some very subconscious level that I've only just recognised regard you as being a foreign country. And I've only just noticed that. And I don't mean that to push you away in any way. I just mean a thing happened. I noticed a thing that I still do. Like I live here. I'm married to an English woman. I speak the language with you. We converse all the time, It's the same language. I understand that. But yet, for some reason, every time I send a letter home, and the other Irish people here might still do this as well. Who are the Irish people here? Yeah. Just check. I don't know how long you've been here, but do you still do this? When you're sending a letter home, do you still, write Mammy's house, Mammy street, Mammy town in your normal handwriting, and then write Ireland in massive capital letters at the bottom of the envelope? As if I walk into British post offices and slam the envelope up against the glass, and then reach my hand in and go, hey, you, yeah, you, yeah. You see this bit here? You don't have to worry about that bit at all. That's not for you. Just get it to Ireland. They'll know what to do with it there, all right? Which is just stupid, right? Ridiculous. But we're very aware now. We're very aware of things change. You're very aware of retaining our identity and not losing that. I mean, I can't change my accent. I can't let my accent change in any way because I live and work over here because people would kill me if I did that, right? And sometimes there's nothing I can do about it. Like there's certain things that you just say differently. You don't have the letter or, for example. I mean, you use the letter R, which performs many of the same duties, but I really don't understand how you can say it. Because I've got 2 letter R's in my name, right? And I spell it out on the phone over here, and I go D-A-R, and people go, what? Or? Like an or? Like draw a picture of an or? What kind of hieroglyphic, pictographic shite is this, right? There's like an or, and then a man walking like that, and then a moon, and then a cat. And I go R, and they go, good. It's like when you book train tickets and you've got those character codes you've got to read out, with the confirmations with all the different letters and numbers. And with an accent or on a bad phone line, a lot of letters sound the same. B sounds like D, sounds like E, sounds like G. And so you've got to use that A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie thing. Which is fine. We all know A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie. And we kind of improvise the others as the situation demands it. P for pneumonia. Anyway, I'm on the phone to BMI, right? I'm on the phone to BMI, and I've one of these codes in front of me. And the woman says, well, what's the first character? And it's a G, right? And she goes, what, B? D? And I go, no, G. G4, and then blank. I suddenly can't remember a single word in the English language that begins with a G. And you know there must be some. It's not just like a dictionary with a load of really good F's, like filibuster and fenestration, and then you turn the page and like there's blank, and you turn it again, and the H's start with hardvark. There has to be something beginning with a G, right? So I'm looking at it going G4, 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 and I have a moment of inspiration to go G4, G string. And the woman on the other end of the phone gets really tense, and you can hear her hand hovering over a big red button marked record for training purposes. And she goes, golf, actually. And I went, oh, right, okay, grand, let's move on. And she said, what's the next character? And it's a B, right? And it was the middle of the last World Cup, so I automatically went B for Brazilian. And now she's slamming the button down, and she's going, bravo, and I went, thank you very much.